Hello, my name is Alonso Rodríguez and my team is Jesús, Alexis, Beltrán. We are going to present our final project. Why are diverse stories important? Stereotypes aren't necessarily bad or false, as it is said in the video about Africa that there are many catastrophes such as the multiple rapes in the Congo or the depressing vacancies in Nigeria. But the same time, there is a lot good news that is another part of the story, and this isn't commonly talked about. How the stories help us know more about the world. They are very important since with these we can learn or get to know a little more about countries different from ours without having to have ever visited them. But it is important to mention that much of the information found on internet isn't always completely true. Can we improve our cultural awareness through stories? Why or why not? Of course, stories have always mattered. Sometimes they can be used to slander, but they can also be positive and empower people. Ongoing research and learning are critical to exploring and nurturing different perspectives of history and not being swayed by assumptions that may be false. Now, the culture that we don't have a lot of information about it is the culture of India. In India, the family for almost all Indians, the family is the most important social unit. There is a strong performance for extended families that consist in two or more married couples. Divorces are rare and virtually every marriage produces children. Almost all marriages are arranged by family elders based on caste. Economy. The economy of India is a middle-income development economy. It is the world's sixth largest economy by nominal GDP and the third largest by purchasing power per capita. Historically, India was the largest economy in the world for most of 2 millennia from the last unit, the 19th century. Our assumption was that all Indians were poor and inclined. They speak very bad English and they women are submissive.
Mexican culture, assumptions and stereotypes. They think that all the Mexicans sell drugs. They believe that all Mexicans have weapons. They believe that men are the only ones who work. And they believe that Mexicans live in towns. What other stories would you like to be considered when looking about your culture? It can be real stories of things that happen, people, business, etc., or fictional stories such as books, movies, and others. I would like to tell stories about passionate Mexicans who follow their dreams, Mexican movies which show real locations and real life in Mexico, and I one day perceived as friendly, hardworking people. Findings in a formal research paper. After taking the course, in which we learned an index of topics in order to understand global culture. For this, we study concepts such as cultural appropriation, cultural shock, ethnocentrism, cultural bias, and the six dimensions of culture presented by Hofstede. Also, we take tests in order to identify our level of cultural awareness in our way in this course. We identify harmful stereotypes about ours, and other cultures. We studied and discussed the difference of Western and Eastern cultures, finding how to the geographic location can mean a whole different world. What is its unique story? The movies, most of them produced by Americans that create stereotypes and erroneous beliefs about Mexicans who live in towns and travel on animals and have no money. Finally, consider your findings and how they relate to the concept of cultural diversity studied in this course. We think all cultures are different, all of them have something that makes them unique. It's so interesting when we search about these cultures and we see something that we consider so disgusting, weird, funny, and which for them is so common or so important that we can't believe that it's real. For this reason, we need to know about these cultures because our culture can be so disgusting, but for their culture, not. And if we go there to the country, we have to be respectful with their cultures.